silent night, an endless fall, like cuts from 1,000 knives. I hear you call, but I'm still stumbling in the dark, a silent howl as I dissolve into your arms. I waited now, seduced by a sweet mirage. We can live or we can
All right, Dad Random here, and I'm wanting to do a quick just reaction to the new accessories that have popped in. There have been several, and one of the things that I'm seeing is that a lot of my original thoughts are kind of coming to fruition. The size of it is definitely, it reminds me of when I add the extension handle, when you add the extra battery, you get the much longer version of the pocket. It's going to be a little bit longer. What I'm seeing is a little bit longer with that handle. But these accessories coming in, I think, kind of validate the fact that it's going to be a lot like the previous version. I think they're going to add a few more delectable accessories, like maybe some lenses that are going to give you a little bit of a I call them basically a glorified effects lenses, but it is nice. And we've got a case coming with it, which is kind of cool. I do carry a case that's very similar to that with the Pocket 2 that I have. I'm seeing menu items that are familiar. I'm also seeing a very interesting and important addition, which is probably to me the most important addition, which is the wide-angle lens. And I think the addition of the wide-angle lens right there, and I think that's no, that's the mist. That's the one. It says they must have a smoky mist effect, where where you get more of a cinematic look without having to change any of your settings. But the wide angle, especially for me, where I live in a place that has a really beautiful background, and I might be the focus of the attention of the video, but the background is the star of the show, And so that wide angle lens to me is, I actually had 3 different wide angle lenses. Here, I would stop it right there. I actually had 3 different wide angle lenses for my Pocket 2. And, oh man, I thought I stopped it. Let me just get back to, I want to go back to my previous slide. There it is. There's our lens right there. But, oh, come on here. Are you gonna work for me today? I'm almost to that. I'm not quite there yet. But yeah. So the wide angle lens is like a have to have. This image right here, it basically shows us that the lenses are not going to be twist on. They're going to be magnetic mounts. I don't know. I don't know if one of the things that I really like about drones is that those filters, those different lenses are going to stay on, and especially when you put it away. And one of the problems I've always had is that every time I got to get my Pocket 2 out, I'm constantly changing the lens, and because I have to change it out to fit it in the case. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm kind of interested at how that's going to work out. But the new images that really there's our wide angle. It says 15 millimeters, And that, so this image as well is giving us this idea that one of the issues I looked at is where the thumb position is when you're holding the handle, and I think included. I don't know if it's included in the base model. We won't know until we start seeing prices, which we'll probably start seeing pretty soon. But when you turn the new tripod on, it'll give you that little length. We talked about that on our Wednesday live stream. We talked about Kai and I, and he brought up the idea that when you add that additional length, that it creates just that little bit better grip. And I can imagine the tripod's going to have some kind of rubbery, grippy kind of feel to it. But the location of that thumb position is really important. So we've got 2 buttons. We had 3 before because there was a power button on the side. So now the power button has moved to the front. I can guess that it's probably multi-action, and I'm also guessing that that there's going to be multi-functions for the joystick, that built-in joystick, the integrated joystick. So you're not going to have the wheel. You won't be able to take any of your old accessories and add it, which is interesting. I don't know if I'm disappointed or I'm happy about that, but I just love it. I think it's great. I think you can tell the proportional that the lens, the working end of this is going to be pretty beefy, pretty nice. So we've got a length and we've got a 1/4-20 at the bottom, so you can use your tripods. Now, this is a question that I've heard many people ask: is why would I need this other accessory that they added? So there's your extension handle. But the one that came up was when the series of pictures came. There's our case, and I'm trying to get to the right there. So that is the cage that the Pocket 1 had. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh crap! They're bringing that cage back, because the cage basically locks everything together. And you'll notice there's a slide on the side. My guess is that that slide is a cold shoe mount of some kind. But the back, if you look at the back where your mounting location is, what that is meant to do is balance out the length of the Pocket 3. So one of the things is, if you say you want to carry this tool, this photographic wonderful tool, if you want to carry it like on your backpack, you want it balanced. You don't want it, basically, you don't want the length of it, standing up here. And what that does is it brings the balance of the camera down to where you can wear it. So it becomes wearable. Now, is there any EIS in that? Is there any? We don't know. We don't know if there's EIS, but we know that we do have gimbal stabilization, which probably is enough. So my guess is the gimbal stabilization will be enough. So for somebody like me that's going to bike, will I be able to mount that and ride my bike with it? And my guess is probably yes. It'll probably be pretty good with that using the cage. Hopefully the cage doesn't interfere with anything else. In the past, the cage got in the way of some of the things, but if I've got my integrated mic, maybe I won't need the mic. Maybe the new sound. The new mic system that's built into it is enough. Maybe it's going to be noise canceling and do enough. But really, I'm pretty excited. When I saw all these things popping up, when Igor Broganov started to drop these images, I was very happy. I thought that was a pretty cool thing to see as these were all popping up. The other thing that isn't in these images that I brought up in a tweet was the battery. The battery of this is 2 times the capacity of the previous battery. I think it was like 850, and now it's 1300, so not quite double, but it's a much larger battery. And I think it was 10 watts. I can't remember what the wattage was. But it's going to have a much beefier battery. Probably needs it with the bigger camera, the more electronics shoved into it. Is there gonna be a GPS built into it? Don't know. Yeah, I guess we're not mounting it to any vehicles or anything like that. It would be nice if I was riding my bike around to have a GPS built in where I could get GPS data, but probably not. I would say for this, one of the statements I made previously about this was that this is a walk-in vlog camera. It's a walk-in talk camera. It's not an action camera. It's not the kind that you strap on the stuff. You put it on yourself and you use it, as walk and talk. So it's another thing I'd like to see possibly in the software is the motion lapse. I made some comments about motion lapse. I really like when the motion lapse doesn't just go horizontally, but it also tracks vertically. So it would be really nice if we would get some software that would change it from a motion of that is not just horizontal. That we do have a slight maybe curve in the motion lapse. So pretty cool. Let me see if there's anything else I can say about it. I kind of wanted to just, give you my 411 on what I'm seeing in this thing, because as you can tell, I'm excited about it. I'm gonna definitely be an early purchaser of this. I'm gonna get down and dirty with this sucker and definitely do some reviews on it because it's my tool. It's the tool I'm going to use every day. But let's see if there's anything else. I wasn't surprised with the handle. I like the mic there. It was interesting, like I said, you got that additional lens that they call gray. Was it gray mist? And to kind of repeat what I said about that is that lens is probably designed to give you that. There's the wide angle, the cinematic kind of feel, that misty kind of not, because when we see movies, we're looking at an image of fantasy, not reality. And when you do take a lens and you change its filtering characteristics, I was trying to see if I could find the gray mist lens. This is right there. There it is right there. What does it say? It says black mist filter, not gray mist, black mist. We'll see what that turns into. But they definitely filtered it out. So, all right. I think that was everything I wanted to say about that. I wanted this to be a very quick hitting, meaningful video as far as new things coming. There's not a lot of things to say until we get a price tag on this thing. My view of the price of this is definitely that it's going to run in the $599 area with the media kit. So that includes the mics and that kind of thing. So when we get this thing put all together, there's the cage, and I don't see anything else except for the cold chew on there. That is very nice. I think that might have been one of the things that bugged me about the original cage for the Pocket 1. I'm a user of both the Pocket 1 and the Pocket 2. Just for the nature of what I do, I'm excited to just have this available every time I travel. I mean, this is, to me, it's like I said, it's an everyday functional kit. If I go anywhere, I'm going to, have this in my pocket for sure. It's definitely going to make me want to do more things. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I can see right there on that menu. I believe it's pull down. You can tell when it pull down to that because I can see where that bottom line is. That's the push-up line. But all right, so for Dad Random and the coming Pocket 3 accessories, I'm excited about those accessories. I think they're all meaningful. They're all useful. I think they've made some great changes to those accessories. And I think the usefulness of each one I kind of hit on and gave you a little bit of what I kind of think as far as each of those. So, all right, just like I said, just kind of looking to see if there's anything else I can glean from these images, and I think we pretty much nailed everything. We're not talking about the obvious things, the rotating screen, and I just want to see if I can go to that to bigger picture of all the accessories together. Nice that we got the wide angle. This is the exact same kit that came with the Pocket 2, so I'm very excited. A little bit of, I think it's a little bit adjusted for size. There's a, looks like they squeezed down the media mod there, unless that isn't the media mod. But all right, that's it for Dad Random. Thank you for checking this video out. Let me hear what you, in the comments, let me hear what you got to say about what you think about any of these accessories, any of these comments that I made. I would appreciate your feedback. I do answer many, and if not most, of my comments. I do as best I can because I think it's important that we have a discussion about what this thing means for all of us who are users of it, and I think there's a whole bunch of them. I think this will be a huge seller for the coming holidays. That's just my thought. And I'm out of here. Thank you. Later. Dad Random appreciates you watching him and supporting his videos. Yes, later. Bye.